Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Manowar signing back on for yet another Humankind Let's Play. So Warheads, the last time we left off, we were founding outposts, and I was discussing all the little tiny details of the game because not a lot was happening. We had a few border skirmishes with the Babylonians, and didn't really turn out too well for them. But hey, so let's just get right back into it. So unlike in my last video, I'm not going to wait 5 minutes to do this. So I am trying to grow this channel, and it'd be super helpful if everybody could leave a like and subscribe if you end up liking the video. Every little bit counts. Even if you guys don't like the video and you want to leave a comment as to what you didn't like, feel free. I read all my comments. I haven't really gotten too many up to this point, but I try to look at it from a learning perspective. So anything that you guys don't particularly like, just let me know. The other thing I will say is I've really enjoyed a few Twitch streamers that I watch regularly. So one is Nightmare. I'll have his link down below. And the other one is Sacrifice, and they are both really good streamers. If you guys like first-person shooter games like Apex Legends or Call of Duty Warzone, definitely check them out. I'll leave the links down in the description below. Alright, so now that it's all loaded up, let's take a look at where we left off. So let's go. Okay, so I had scouts pretty much all over the place. They're founding outposts. I'm gonna need a little bit more influence before I can found an outpost over here. I'm just trying to gather as much territory as possible at first in order to kind of just settle into where I want my place to be. Okay, so we got a curiosity there. Knowledge. Right. Alright. So I got my guy over here. It is another end turn. So what is this? Cultural conversion started. Okay. So this is what I was talking about in terms of influence. So the more influence that you generate, the better it is to hold on to your territories. And if your territories aren't linked together, the other civilization can get a grievance with you because it's technically their people if their influence is high in your spot. And if it's high in their spot, that grievance can generate war support, which is not good, especially if you're not on friendly terms with that particular group. So let's just leave that for now. It can also cause instability in your cities, which can be the cause of multiple other problems. So basically what we need to do is we either need to get an outpost here so it's attached, or an outpost over here so it's attached. It doesn't really matter either way. I want all the resources in this area. So so saffron gets me stability and food. Oh, it's all saffron. Okay, so I might as well grab it all. So it's looking like I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But 6 territories at the bare minimum is what I'm looking to get. Alright, so let's end another turn. Yep, knew that was gonna happen.
So nice to hear from you.
They attacked one of my armies again, so I'm gonna demand they pay me.
Your actions,
because they're being jerks. So I'm just gonna stay in the forest. You know what? I might not stay in the forest for this one, guys.
of course.
Is that?
Let's go.
So they have one army. I have one army. I'm just gonna keep defending. That's probably the best way I can do this. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so
Come over here.
hopefully they go for the flag. Yeah. That's what I was hoping for.
Let's go. All together.
So we lost that one, unfortunately. That's okay. Man, these Babylonians are being jerks right now. So now we've got 30. Okay, so now we need 40 because we've established another outpost. So we can wait on that. Not a problem. Let's bring our guys up here. Now, I can't remember. Okay, so we do get heavy cavalry, which is the, where is it? After you establish the wheel. Okay. So that's where I'm looking to go, is probably irrigation and then the wheel after this. Probably gonna need, yeah, I'm gonna need copper, so bronze working is a must as well. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So let's just bring these guys up here, let them heal up a little bit. And let's continue to explore. So in the early bits of this game, it's not going to be too interesting, guys. It's going to be a lot of end turns, and I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as possible so we can get to the nitty-gritty stuff. What are they saying? Yeah, they got war support. So you also garner war support when you win. Okay. All right. Ooh, 12 and 12 looks nice. Okay.
Come over here.
That Maker's Quarter is going to help dramatically. So... See, okay, so here's the thing, guys. Once you... So your city is not going to be... You can only spread out as far... In the early game, you can only spread out as far as your city has districts. So you have to place a district every time you want to spread out a little bit farther. So you're limited to a fairly small area at the beginning. Now each city can attach one of their outposts instead of transforming it into a new city to the main area, which creates an administrative district around that area. You can also place districts in and around that area. So for instance, let's say I were to attach housing to sheet. Yeah, I'm gonna attach it to sheet. I could take the area of sheet and place it all around. However, there is a negative side to that. So all the production can only go through one channel. They don't have separate production construction queues is what I'm trying to say. So that one city handles all the construction, but it also gets the population of sheet and puts it into there. So there's ups and downs to that for sure. Okay, so let's do that. And let's do that. Which is why I stated that having your luxury resources all tapped into before you make it a city makes the most sense, because you're not spending construction cost on, or working cost on that. So that's already set up and ready to go. These guys need to come through here and turn. So we're getting really close to obtaining the scientist stars. So going from one era to the next, as we already saw, you have to have a certain amount of stars. From ancient era to the next era, you need to have 7, and I'm pretty sure it's 7 across the board. Okay. So we got lumberyard, which if you, I forget what these are called specifically. So infrastructure. Okay, so if you implement this infrastructure, you get +1 industry on forest and woodland, which helps out your maker's quarters because it exploits forest and woodland as its sources of industry. Okay, so now that I mostly understand all that, ruined shrine. We got some more influence and other stuff. Yeah, let's plant that outpost. Beautiful. All right. So I don't have 50 here, but that's fine. Oh, they discovered a natural wonder, which is why they're already up there. Yep. So Dankhill Desert. You unlock 30 signs for discovering that, and you get an air star. Oh, for the science one. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so each one of the outposts also has their own amount of population, and the higher that population is, when you either turn it into a city or you sink it into another, or you attach it to another city, that'll all go into the one place. So let's just do that. Now we have horses, so strategic resources are mostly for building units, and that's perfectly fine. Let's check. Okay, so remember how I said as long as you have the territories attached, your influence will spread through them. So notice how that was completely converting to Babylonian territory before. Now it's my influence spreading through because we get 16 per turn, which is actually quite high for the early stages. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, I guess I need to pick technology. So irrigation would probably help out, and it would be good for our stability. The wheel would be good. Masonry would be good. So using reinforcements would be optimal. Let's go with... I'm gonna need more food soon, so let's go with irrigation first, and then we'll work our way around with the other stuff. Now, how much influence do I... Okay, acknowledge that.
Greetings. To what do I owe this pleasure?
That's a hard no.
Perhaps I was hasty. Consider my demands withdrawn.
Yeah, and I'll withdraw mine. Okay. So, how much would it cost? So it costs a lot of influence to turn something into a city. It basically take 10 turns worth of my influence, and especially when you're trying to build up, you're going to have a lot of outposts, not a lot of cities. There's also a city cap. So if you go over this city cap, you actually get a, I think it's a negative value to your influence. I think it's -10 or something like that, depending on when it is. Okay. Acknowledge. I got another population over here. So every time I gain a population, that's nice. So I've got farmers' quarters here. I'm gonna need 5 food per horse. Yeah. So let's just start putting them all together. That can go there for now, so we can keep our food in the positive.
Off we go. Come over here.
I'm gonna move them up here.
Acknowledged.
Beautiful. So finding all these little things, they usually only occur in the ancient era. It's very much worth it to go ahead and start doing that. Okay, so where are we right now? So another person is way ahead of us in terms of fame. And that's the winning attitude right there. So we're working on it. Our science and our aesthete stars are probably going to be the best. We're getting 16 per turn. That'll change when I induct another place into the fold of my city. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, so oh, absolutely. How much is it going to cost? Okay, so it is going to be 50. Now here's the thing. This is really close to their main territory, which is a problem. So I'm going to put one right here. And then that's probably going to be my, it's either going to be here or here is going to be my new city. And then from there, I'll probably induct this in because this looks like a lot of industrial terrain. There's not going to be a good spot for the outpost to sit by itself. Oh, looks like we're creating religion. Historically speaking, I'm not so sure about Zoe, but I would imagine it's some form of polytheism. So let's found that. Now, I don't really understand the whole, like, religion gives you small benefits in this game, but I don't really understand the overarching scheme of like why religion is important. You can get war, you can get grievances for it. It doesn't really seem like it's a game-winning feature. There's no era stars you can get for religion. It's kind of underplayed in the grand scheme of things, and I did watch a review by I believe it was Party Elite that had mentioned it. And they did underplay faith just a little bit in this game, but there's still tons of room for improvement. So they may change that in the future. I'm very unsure of that right now, but that's perfectly fine if they do that. So let's just, okay. This one, let's attack the mammoth. Manual battle. And deployment. Okay.
Off we go.
There we go. Beautiful. Let's just keep the mammoth on the river. And then double attack him. He should be done now. Yep. And we should get some money. Or the mammoth skin. Yep. Just a small amount. And on to the next turn. Okay. So you guys come over here. This one comes over here. Beautiful. Alright, so we've got quite the little territory going on here. You see all my little blue dots. Yup. So how are we doing over here? We got quite a bit of money, so let's just finish off the maker's quarters. Let's go with learning. So where's that gonna put me? Okay. So one of the other things I should mention in this is, and I will stop mentioning things all the time, it's just gonna be in these first few episodes. So this is the social access bar, and the AI will kind of be friendly with you or not so friendly with you depending on where this leans, but there's also benefits to where you're situated. So I think you get extra science for the reason specifically. So let's go with that. I could use the extra science. Okay. Alright, so 35 I need for that. And these guys are coming out here. Oh, we've got salts, which is something else I'm looking for. So who is this empire over here? How did I pop everybody up? Okay, so these people are in last place up here, so they're not super duper important. And it really helps that our founding area was right in the middle of basically a luxury minefield. I think our next civilization might be money based, just simply because we have a lot of money to be made as long as we're friendly with people. Okay, so you piss right off. Now we need 110. You can join that army. Beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna get that in place too. Let's just ransack that and end the turn. So we get money for that. Agrarian stars. I think it's... yeah, okay. So it's amount of units plus population. Yeah, I have to keep him there. Otherwise that isn't going to work out at all. So who has something that I need? How much food is being produced here? 13 food. We've got 2 population, -8 on the industry. This is plus 19 for industry. Okay. All right. How much is this going to cost if I did that? Okay. Let's finish that one off. Okay. So Yeah, they have a special interest in that place. That's nice. I do not want these guys anywhere near it, to be honest.
I'm on it.
Okay, some more gold. Found a curiosity. Ransack successful, and Haojing is converting to our new religion, which is good. Okay, so let's just move this way, see what's over here. So they already have copper in there. I don't want them taking this. This will be our last outpost before we start moving things along in terms of attaching cities and stuff, because I need to get that influence meter up. Influence, it can be spent on merging cities, claiming cultural wonders, and expanding your empires by... Okay. So every time you turn an outpost into a administrative center, you also get a boost to the amount of influence that it produces. It's a minor influence compared to what you would get if it were a city, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things.
Let's go.
End the turn. Okay, irrigation was researched, which means I can get plus food on that. So we're making a small amount of... Let's get the food in there first. I feel like the food's a little bit more important. Okay, so let's go ransack that. I'm gonna keep my troops just down in that little area over there, simply because if they decide to bring their army in there, I don't want them.
And now you've met the Mycenaeans. Let's hope relations go well.
Mycenaeans.
Their forts are rather formidable.
This is where I greet you. Impress upon you the wonder of my people.
Okay. So early Greeks. Okay. Let's just go directly to trade luxuries.
Come. Both our peoples need this.
Okay, so that'll help. What is he? Militarist and cool-headed. Alright. Beautiful. So, we are doing not so bad. We're getting to know people. We're enjoying life out here. We're getting our luxuries situated, which is nice. What else we got going on here? So, writing would be nice. Reduce the influence cost of civics. We can get the moneymaker, but we can also get roads, and roads are pretty key to what we're trying to work towards. Bronze working, I feel, is pretty important. And we need the copper to get that anyway, so let's wait on the wheel. Hydrology is kind of important for us. Let's go with... yeah, so we'll go bronze working, and then I'll go... Oh, and then we'll go writing. Yeah, so we'll go bronze working, writing, and then the wheel. We'll focus on fishing and other stuff later. Okay. That looks about right. End the turn. And this is likely to be our last turn, guys. The half an hour just flies right by, to be honest. Builder stars, okay. Women. Keepers of the Creed. An unexpected rivalry has erupted between two temples in Haojing, each representing a different sect of polytheism. One temple argues that religious matters should be left in only the hands of dispassionate men, while other contends that only women, with their capacity for nurturing life, possess the necessary understanding for these affairs. These quarrels must stop before your inhabitants start fighting each other. Who should be your religious leaders? So I personally believe, as a person who believes anybody can be a good leader, Let's go with all. And nobody loses in that situation. We're rewriting history. Okay. And awesome. See, so that's the good part about this. Other nations that you allow to buy your luxury resources can buy them, and then they just pay you out a certain amount of money, and then you can both use the resource. You don't lose the resource, which is nice. So let's not fight with them. I don't really want to anyway. I don't want these guys testing my patience. So
Follow me.
I think it's 2 more turns and then I can settle my situation here. Yeah. Alright. Can't be done without 110 influence. Yeah, so 1 more turn. Let's just skip that turn. Okay, they're already pumping it out over here. Let's come over here. There's another show details. Recession is nice if you have a lot of... Okay. I'm not going to spend on a civic right now. I'm going to end the turn. And then we'll get this and we'll deal with the other stuff later. So this is pretty much what I was looking at. This whole area is almost all industrial. So there is a little bit of that down there. 5 and 14 to 4 and 15, 4 and 12, 2 and 18 to 4 and 11, 4 and 15, 5 and 14. That's a minimum amount to keep the outpost alive. So let's just go with that. Because it looks like they have another strategic resource that we have no idea what we might need yet, and you won't know until you get into the next era, or potentially a few eras after that. Right. So they'll probably have a grievance to settle with us. And that looks to be about it today, guys. So thank you guys so much again for watching. I really appreciate everybody who stays to the end and watches my stuff. As I said at the beginning of the video, everything will be left down in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Please leave a like and subscribe if you really like my channel. If you want to stay included in all the updates that I have, hit that notification bell. If not, I always post on Twitter, so make sure you're following me on there to stay up to date with everything that I post that's new. So, Warheads, thanks once again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.